Hello and welcome. In today's video, we will be looking at how we can use selection color and base theme options to help make our selections more visible when rendering our model inside of our Power BI report using Vcad. For starters, let's have a quick look at the sample report we have. So in this example, we've loaded in our model, we've filtered it based on a specific level, and we've also applied a filter to the page to only focus on lighting fixtures. So we can see here we have our list of assets automatically extracted by Vcad showing us the lighting fixtures. If we have a look inside of our model, right now everything is selected. So if we clear the selection, we can see that inside of our model, some objects are colored green. And green is the default selection color for items in Vcad. So if we go and we add, for example, all the other options, you can see that here we have the green objects selected. However, this doesn't make it very easy to differentiate between the objects that are green because they are green in our original model and the objects which we are now highlighting green. So one way we can get around this confusion is to set a new selection color for our report. So to do that, all we have to do is select the Vcad custom visual, head on over to the options, and then viewer options. Here you can see we have a selection default color. So as a default, it'll be set to green in our pre-made templates, but we can go ahead and we can choose a different color. In this report, we've actually applied a theme. So you can see that we are being suggested the colors from the theme that we're using, but we can actually go ahead and we can add any sort of color that we want. And once we do that, you can see that the selected objects are now in this sort of orange color that we've set up, which is great. This gives us a lot of freedom. However, we want consistency with the rest of our report, so let's stick to one of the colors coming from our theme. So let's simply give it a nice shade of blue, and if we reset the selection, we can see that it's now being applied to our objects. However, there's two more small issues at play here. So number one is we actually also have blue items in our model. And this blue that we've selected is a little tame. So we'd like the selection to pop out more from the model. To do that, we can leverage the base theme option. So basically, if we go into the Vcad custom visual options, we can see there's a section called base theme. Now when I toggle this on, a base theme will be applied to my model. We can expand the panel and have a look inside, and you can see that we can actually choose the base theme that we want to choose. So if I wanted, I could go ahead and color the entire model orange. Now this would help me really see those blue items. However, it's not very easy on the eye. So for now, let's simply put it back to white. And another option that I can have a look at is the color transparency. This will allow me to regulate the level of transparency of the base theme that I'm applying over my model. So in other words, if I add the transparency, you can see that I can actually see partially the colors that are underneath inside of my model. Now, this will be useful in some scenarios, not in this specific one. So let's go ahead and reset it to 0. And if we have a look at my model now, it's much easier to really identify what I want to be reviewing. And when I interact with the rest of the model, I can see that it's easy for me to follow along with the selections that are being made inside of the report. This was a brief look at leveraging selection colors and base themes to help our selections really pop out of our model when using Vcad. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more videos to come.